to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 2 preview between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Patriots. Now let's move over to the Patriots in this ballgame, and they got great performances last week by two guys that may be out this week. One we know for sure, and Shane Vereen, the outstanding running back, and the other is wide receiver Danny Amendola, whose status is still up in the air. This week versus the Jets, they're going to have to rely on Stephen Ridley in the backfield and wide receiver Julian Edelman leading a group of young wide receivers. Now defensively, they matched up pretty well versus the Buffalo Bills, and they were able to get these guys off the field on third downs. I was very impressed with that. Now this week, they're going against another rookie quarterback in Geno Smith, but a familiar offensive coordinator in Marty Morningwig. So it'll be interesting to see what defensive coordinator Matt Patricia cooks up this week versus the Jets. The Jets played a fundamentally sound game last week versus the Bucs, but there are still some areas for improvement. The running game getting off to a great start this week is a must, as well as the receivers working hard to get open. So while the offense shows some positives, they still have a ways to go. Defensively, I came away impressed with the level of intensity and the activity from that defensive line. The Jets did a phenomenal job versus the run, and it allowed them to be more aggressive and creative in their pressure packages throughout the course of that game. But let's go inside the lab on the whiteboard to take a look at some X's and O's in this matchup for both teams. The way the Jets can help Geno Smith continue to progress in this offense is by utilizing bunch concepts out of the bunch formation to move the football via the passing game versus the New England Patriots. And I'm going to show you what two combinations look like. I'm going to show you the divide combination as well as the pole combination. This is your divide combination. This is what Geno Smith has to read. This is your key right here, the strong safety. What we're going to do, we're going to bring the Z in a zip motion. That's a short motion. Zoom is when you go across the formation, so we're going to bring him in a zip motion. And you want to snap the ball outside leg of the tight end in front of the wide receiver. Why? We're sending this guy across the middle of the field. He's trying to split the goalpost. This is important. This is the divide right here. So, because we're pulling this free safety away from the action. Now you have your built-in hot route coming over here. Bring the guy across on the drag, have him settle where the tight end just left. Why? Because we're sending the tight end on an angle route. He is running directly toward the sideline, trying to draw this cornerback underneath it. Now this is where the divide also comes in, because we have the receiver here at the snap of the ball running alongside the tight end and then breaking here. Now also your built-in running back checks down right in front of the center in case the blitz is coming. You also have a built-in hot read here. So this is where Geno Smith is going with the football. You see where the divide comes in. You're dividing the free safety and the strong safety from this route, and you're dividing the strong safety and the cornerback from the deep arrow route. Why? Because this receiver is running along, drawing that cornerback out that way, then breaking toward the middle, and that's where Geno Smith can go with the football. A lot of concepts like this they ran at West Virginia, and if you incorporate a lot of what he did as a collegian to the pros, he can have a lot of success versus the New England Patriots. Now here's another concept here's another bunch concept that they could utilize to help Geno Smith have some success this week. It's called the pole concept. I'm going to show you what that is. We're only drawing up front side coverage and where guys are supposed to go, where we're going to try to influence guys with this route combination. See, we're in a tight spread formation, a lot of what he did at West Virginia. We're gonna bring this guy across the formation in a motion. Gonna bring him across, and this time you wanna snap the football outside leg of the guy that dots the top of the bunch, because where we're gonna send him, we're gonna send him on a whip route. His job is to influence this linebacker on his whip route. Boom, so that's that one. Now we have this young man going across formation. He's going to be important. We're going to bring the outside receiver across the formation, trying to influence the free safety. He's going inside shoulder of the free safety to try to get him to follow him, because if he can, receiver that went in motion, we're going to send him out and back up, and that's where Geno Smith has to go with the football. We also have your built-in hot route where the guy is settling over the middle. It's an expansion route. You're trying to pull the free safety away from the arrow, because that's where he wants to go to football. The receiver is going to put a hard move on his cornerback and shoot in. Now Geno Smith has a wide range to throw the football, and he can complete that pass day in, day out. So again, if they utilize a lot of the bunch concepts out of the bunch formation this week versus New England, they can have a lot of success. The Patriots do a great job of putting their guards on the move and moving their offensive linemen in the running game. I think they can have some success versus the New York Jets if they accomplish the same thing. I'm going to show you two misdirection runs where they put their guards on the move. And this is versus a 3-4 front, your standard 3-4 front. I'm going to show you how they can get this play to be effective for them. See right here, we have it drawn up. Before the ball is snapped, we're going to send this guy back in motion in the backfield, almost like a split back look. He's going to be important to the play. So we're going to do backside tackle is going to block that 5 technique here. We're going to have the center and the guard combo block to the backer. We're going to have the tight end stalk up as if he's going out on a route. He's going to stalk up and get that strong safety block. And what we're going to do now, we're going to have the play side tackle drop back as if he's pass protecting, influencing the backer to come upfield and getting him blocked, because we're bringing the backside guard to come and kick out this 5 technique. Boom, kicking him out. We have this guy that we motion back in the backfield. 9 times 10 a tight end or a fullback. He's leading right in the hole. Brady reverses out and hands the ball off right there. It's almost a sprint draw look, but we're pulling the backside guard. We're taking the tackle, dropping him back, influencing the play side linebacker, blocking him, kicking out that 5 technique, having that tight end go up and get that strong safety, so that way they can have a chance to run the football. So I think that's how moving your offensive linemen, they can have some success versus the Jets. Now I'm gonna show you another run play where they're moving their guards and their offensive linemen in a 3-4 over front versus a 3-4 over front. Let's say now the Jets move the 5 technique over the guard now, and so let's say the Jets put a defensive tackle over the guard, given that 3-4 overlook. Here's what the Patriots can do. We're in a near formation where we have the fullback or tailback near the tight end. So what we're going to do, we're going to call this a zoom motion, where we're bringing this guy across the formation, which is why I drew the strong safety over here. We're going to have the backside tackle block that defensive tackle that's now over the guard. We're going to have the center work up to get that linebacker. Play side guard is going to block down on that nose. And what we're going to have here, we're going to have the tackle fan back, block the linebacker. Tight end now is going to work inside in the cross block and get that linebacker block, because what we're going to do now, we're going to send the fullback up to get either the free safety or the cornerback. He has a 2-way go. Tom Brady reverses out, and we're running right there. So, because we're bringing this backside guard over to kick out this 5 technique. So the running back actually has a 2-way go. He can hit it up off that cut block, off that kickout block, or he can go into where we cross block the linebacker and the outside backer and follow his fullback to daylight. So they do have some options in the misdirection running game. And if they can get those over-aggressive defensive linemen of the New York Jets influence coming downhill, this could result into some big plays for the Patriots.
Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this matchup. For the New York Jets, you don't have to get cute in the running game. There's no need for the wildcat or any creative ways to run the football. Just line up, run downhill, and you can be effective. The offensive line also has to do a better job in pass protection, picking up the stunts and pressures of the New England Patriots. They struggled last week versus the Buccaneers doing that, and they have to do a better job this time around. And the cornerbacks must throw off the timing of the Patriots wide receivers. That will allow the pass rush to get to Tom Brady. So jam these guys at the line of scrimmage, get physical with them to throw off that timing. Now for the Patriots in this ball game, they have to do a better job in the red zone. It's weird to see a Patriots football team not being able to come away with touchdowns each and every trip. And also they have to occupy Kellen Winslow on defense. In my opinion, that's Geno Smith's #1 option. He's the most reliable target as a receiver. So you have to occupy him, keep him busy at the line of scrimmage, don't allow him free release. And the misdirection game neutralizes an aggressive defense. We talked about it inside the lab with the running game, but that also is in effect for the passing game as well. Those bubble screens and quick screens to the running backs could also work to help neutralize that Jets pressure. The X factor for the Jets will be the running backs. They're going to have a complete effort versus the Patriots in order for the Jets offense to be successful. That's running the football, catching the ball out of the backfield, and picking up the blitz in pass protection. The X factor for the Patriots will be the interior offensive line. They had some issues last week with Buffalo's interior, and the Jets have a better defensive front than the Buffalo Bills. So it's up to Logan Mankins and company to make sure Tom Brady is well protected in that pocket and not get pressure pushed back into his face. I like the Jets in this ball game, and what will be a defensive battle. I think the Jets defense can hold their own versus that Patriots offense, that depleted Patriots offensive attack. And when you look at the receivers of the New York Jets, Santonio Holmes will be in his second game back, so he should be a little bit better. Geno Smith has found his security blanket in Kellen Winslow, so we can see how well they can move that offense via the short passing game and use that as a supplement to the running game. But right now, I think the Jets defense will do a great job versus the New England Patriots. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Jet fan forums and Patriot fan forums for always showing football game plan support.